I recently read a terrific book called Nexus by historian and philosopher Yuval Harari. In it, he talks about how storytelling is the main way we create and share ideas and concepts that shape the way our society functions. The concept of government or religion or even a nation are built on ideas that have become realities. They all have a shared narrative. And another one of those is money. At its core, money is one of those ideas that makes our society work and function. And it only works because we all buy into it. But this got me thinking a little bit deeper about the widely accepted beliefs around money that are essentially myths. And those myths carry an emotional burden that can shape our financial lives, whether we realize it or not. Here's one example. If I make more money, my problems will be solved. There's a quote I love that goes something along the lines of, if you can solve it with money, it's not really a problem. I think that's mostly true. Money can solve logistical problems, time problems, it can reduce stress, it can give you options, but it doesn't solve deeper stuff, of course. Another one I hear is that you should always own the place where you live and don't rent. I think this one runs deep, especially in the United States. It's a part of our narrative. Homeownership equals stability, success, the American dream, and I see this showing up with new clients constantly. They're coming in, and one of the things they're looking to do is buy a new home or buy a home. But when we slow down, sometimes the numbers don't support it or their lifestyle, or they want to be doing something differently that doesn't fit within the context of that story about home ownership. But there is this dissonance because we believe we should be doing this because of that story that we buy into. I see plenty of folks who have rented, maintain a flexibility, and have a terrific life. Owning a home can also be a great financial and personal decision too, but it's not a universal truth. So a better question might be, does owning a home actually align with the life I want to live and the flexibility that I want and the trade-offs that I'm willing to make? Here's a third myth. If I just had a certain amount of money, fill in the number, doesn't matter what it is, I will finally feel secure. I think this one is everywhere. If I had $1 million, $10 million, $20 million, then I would be okay. Then I wouldn't have to worry. But in practice, the feeling of security doesn't come from the number. I've seen people with $5 million portfolios hesitate to spend on things that matter to them. They still worry about running out. A sense of security is emotional. It doesn't come from that number or any number. It doesn't come from accumulation. A number can support a feeling of security up to a certain point, but beyond that, I don't think it gives you more security. These are just a few examples of some money mythologies that I think we internalize without really questioning them. In my mind, the goal is to start building awareness of which ones are influencing your financial life. If you relate to one of these examples, ask yourself, where might this come from? Does it actually serve me? And have you accepted the myth without actually understanding it? When we recognize which ones we've absorbed or internalized, we can rewrite them not as myths, but as beliefs that empower us in our financial lives.